Solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord, March 25, 2025. Have faith in God's promises and trust in His providence. In the book of Isaiah, we are presented with the prophecy of the coming of the Messiah. In Isaiah, God promises the birth of a child who will be called Immanuel, which means God with us. This prophecy is fulfilled in the birth of Jesus, who is indeed the fulfillment of God's promise to be with His people. This passage in Isaiah reminds us of the divine plan of God to send His Son into the world to save humanity from sin and death. In Isaiah, we see the promise of God to be with us and to protect us from harm. This verse assures us that no matter what challenges we face in life, God is always there for us, guiding us and protecting us. This promise gives us hope and strength to face our trials with confidence and faith in God's providence. In Hebrews, we are reminded of the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross for the forgiveness of sins. The author of Hebrews emphasizes the once-for-all sacrifice of Jesus, which replaces the need for the continual sacrifices of the Old Testament law. Through the sacrifice of Jesus, we are cleansed from sin and reconciled with God, allowing us to have a relationship with Him. In Luke, we read the story of the Annunciation, where the angel Gabriel appears to Mary to announce that she will conceive and give birth to the Son of God. Mary's response to this news is one of faith and obedience, as she trusts in God's plan for her life. Her humility and faithfulness serve as an example for us to trust in God's promises and to be obedient to His will. Reflecting on these passages, we are reminded of God's faithfulness and love for us. He has always been with us, guiding us and protecting us, and He sent His Son to be with us in human form to save us from our sins. Jesus' sacrifice on the cross is the ultimate expression of God's love for us, and through His sacrifice, we are forgiven and reconciled with God. Mary's example of faith and obedience teaches us to trust in God's plan for our lives and to be willing to surrender ourselves to His will. As we meditate on these passages, let us be encouraged to have faith in God's promises and to trust in His providence. Let us remember that God is always with us, guiding us and protecting us, and that He sent His Son to save us from sin and death. May we be like Mary, willing to surrender ourselves to God's will and obey Him with faith and humility. May we always remember the sacrifice of Jesus on the cross, which has given us new life and eternal salvation. May God bless you all.